In this video, we'll provide an overview of the automated text system. Automated texts are SMS or text messages that you can send to your clients or staff members with alerts, notifications, or other updates, and you can send them based on a schedule that you set and specific criteria that you specify. To get started, log into your account and navigate to the automated text page. When you land on the page, you're going to see a listing of all your existing text templates. In the upper left corner here is a search box if you're looking for a specific template. Off to the right are icons for adding additional text credits, which we'll cover in a moment. Here's an icon to view sent text messages, and an icon all the way to the right here to create a new text template. Down below, you're going to see a bar indicating how many text credits you have remaining, and below that is a listing of all your existing text templates with icons to the right for editing, copying, setting a schedule, deleting, or sending this template manually. For our demonstration, let's go ahead and create a new text template. So we're going to click the plus icon in the upper right corner. The first thing you have to do is give your template a name. So we're going to create a text message that goes out to the client about a week before their event, letting them know if they have any event forms that are outstanding, such as planning forms, timelines, request lists, anything that needs to be completed. So we're going to call this Event Forms Outstanding. And then down below, this is where you get to specify the body of your text message, what the actual text will be. So you can see you have up to 450 characters of text, and you can insert tokens. And there are a variety of tokens that you can use in the message, including client information, event information, venue information, financials, staff information, company information, event planning information, and more. You can merge those tokens into the body of your text. The next drop down here allows you to insert links to some of your various tools, such as the event portal for logging in or the payment gateway for making an online payment. And then off to the right, we have some built-in default messages that'll help you get started. These are messages that we put together that you can use as a starting point. So for our demonstration, we're going to choose Event Forms Outstanding from that menu. And you'll see here it is populated in a default message. Now, if you like the message, you can go ahead and use it as is, or if you want, you can come in here and type and make changes to it. But just to walk you through it very quickly, you'll see we have some tokens in here. So it says, hi, client first name. Your event type, so for example, weddings, right around the corner. There are, and then these token for incomplete forms will give a number of incomplete event forms. And again, that would be a planning form, timeline, request list, etc. So there are, for example, 3 event forms that still need to be completed. Please log into your event portal at, this is your custom URL. To complete these forms, forms must be marked complete no later than, this is the lockout date based on the lockout period that you have specified when setting up their event portal. And then down here at the end, and this is very important, something you're going to want to have on every text message that you send out is a way for the client or the staff member, the recipient, to contact you. Because this is sent through a text server, they're not going to be able to reply to the text. So you always want to have a message here at the end that gives your phone number and an email address that will be linked in the text message so they can click on it and reach you if they have anything that they need to reply. So for example, here it says if you have any questions or need assistance, please do not hesitate to call us at, this will insert the company phone number, or email us at company email, which will insert the company email address. And that is it. So we like it here. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit save. And you'll see now in our list, we have our new template for Event Forms Outstanding. So this template is ready to go. So now the next step is we want to create an automated schedule for this text that it goes out automatically. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the automated scheduling icon here. And you'll see it brings up some options up at the top here, schedule status, active or pause. This is just going to allow you to temporarily pause this schedule if you don't want to send this text for any reason. But we're going to leave this active. We're creating a new schedule. You can schedule it based on the event date, the date that the event was set to booked in your system, or the date that it was created in the system. So for our purposes here, we're going to choose event date. And then we get to specify a number of days. We're going to say 7 days. And we have a drop down before or after. We'll leave this set to before. Event status, this is all the different statuses: pending, booked, postponed, canceled. So we're going to go ahead and choose booked. We only want to send this to our booked clients. Event type, this is, wedding, party, corporate, school. We'll leave it to all. We want it to go to everybody. The next option here is something we'll cover in another example. This is only send it if the remaining balance is higher than a certain amount. And then approximate time to send, and there are many options in the drop down. We always recommend spreading them out over the course of the day. Send them at different times. So for this one, we'll choose 12:15. And then who should receive the text? You have some options. You can send it to the client, and it will go to the primary phone number listed for that client when you created the event. So if you get the client's mobile number, make sure you always put that in the primary phone field. You can also send it to the company, to you, if you want it for any reason. You can send it to the assigned staff member if the assigned staff member on this event has a mobile number listed in their staff profile. And last, you can send it to a specific staff member, regardless of whether or not they're assigned to the event. So again, if you have an office manager or a bookings manager or something, you can set it to go to them automatically. For our demonstration, though, we're going to leave this set to the client. And that way the client will receive a copy of this text message. There's a disclaimer here at the bottom, which is just saying if your client reaches out to you and says, hey, I don't want to receive any more text messages, don't send me anything more, that you go ahead and opt them out. You have to honor that. That's really important. You don't want to get any complaints of people saying that they've requested to opt out of texting but continue to receive text messages. And we'll show you how to opt them out here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and save the schedule. So this schedule is now set up and active. You'll see the icon is in green. Below it, you'll see an icon here in red. That just means that this schedule is paused. But we'll take a look quickly at a final balance reminder text message that we're going to send out. This one's already in the system. And you'll see here, this is a message letting them know that they have an outstanding balance and a link to pay the balance online. And again, it ends with a message, a line with their contact information in case they need to contact you. So this is already set up here in the system, but what we want to show you here is the scheduling for this. So you'll see here, we're basing this on the event date. It's going to be sent out 5 days before the event, and we're only going to send, in this case, if the remaining balance is greater than $1. So basically, if they have any outstanding balance, we're going to go ahead and send that. You could set that to $100, $500, whatever you want to be the trigger. If it was 0, it would always go out, so you don't want to do that. We're going to send it to the client. So this one's up and running as well, sending a separate text message to the client if they have an outstanding balance. Now, let's say, for example, you want to come in here and you want to send one manually. Let's say the bride reached out and said, hey, can you send a message to my father with the remaining balance so that he can go ahead and pay that online? So no problem. All you have to do now is come in here, locate the text message. If you have a long list, you can use the search box. And you're going to want to click this paper airplane icon off to the right to send this manually. And what you're going to do now is you're going to type in the name of the client for which you want to send the text message. Go ahead and click it from the drop down. And what you'll see now is that final balance reminder text message with all of the client and event data merged in based on the token. So, hi Kelly, we're getting super excited for your upcoming wedding on Thursday, January 1st, 2026. As a quick reminder, your remaining balance is $200. You can pay online anytime with a URL and of course the line with the phone and email. So what happens here is this has automatically by default put in the client's primary phone number. If that's the person you want to send it to, great. If you want to send it to somebody different, for example, the bride's father, you would simply come in here and type over that phone number to send the text message to that person. So let's go ahead and, you can put that in, check the disclaimer, and click send now. This is going to send this text in real time. So the text has been sent. If we come up here to our icon for viewing sent text messages, we will see it here in the drop down. We just sent it August 7th. Click on it, and there is the message that we just sent by text message along with the number that we sent it to. So the next thing we want to cover here quickly is text credits. So what are text credits? These are credits that are used to pay the per message fees charged directly by the wireless carrier. So wireless carriers will charge up to 10 cents per text message to send a message to a recipient on their network. And 1 credit is used for each text message that you sent. So fortunately, we have purchased credits in bulk and we're able to pass along those savings to you. So when you want to add more text credits, you come up here and click this plus icon, and that will give you options for buying packs of text credits. Obviously, the more you buy, the more you're going to be able to lower that per text rate. And once you purchase those text credits, they are in here forever as long as your account remains active. So this is not a recurring billing of any sort. You would just come in here as needed and purchase a package of credits. And depending on how many text messages you send, that pack of credits may last you a month, it may last you a year, it may last you multiple years. It just depends on how many credits you buy and how many text messages that you're sending. But again, you can use this system to send these types of reminders and alerts to your client. We have one here that sends out a link to the event survey after the event date. You can also use this system to send reminders to your staff members. So if you have a staff member with an assigned event coming up and you want to send them a text message the day before or the morning of, just reminding them of the event and where they need to be, you can definitely set that up in here as well. So the last thing that we want to show you quickly is how to opt out a client if they no longer wish to receive text messages. And to do that, you're going to locate their event from the events list. And under client information here, click the pencil icon, and you'll see you have an option to suppress text. You can do this temporarily, for example, 7 days, 1 month, 3 months, or you can opt them out forever. That's up to you based on the circumstances. For example, if you are talking to a client so you don't want the welcome text to go out, you can suppress it for 7 days. If you have a client that says, hey, never text me again, then you come in here and you could set this to forever and they'll never receive another text message again. So that is how you opt out, but that is the system. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to our support team. We're happy to help.